So, we've been talking a lot about hearing God's voice, and I want to share with you a story that happens of obedience, that when God speaks, how we have to obey him and how it impacts our life. Because in James 1:22, it says, "Do not merely be hearers of the word, but be doers of it as well." That we have to put into practice, we have to live out what God's told us to do. So when I was quite a bit younger, I had a strong desire to be an actor. That was what I wanted to do with my life. More than anything else, I wanted to be an actor. Was praying and I was talking to God because I had a really good relationship with God, and I was asking him, hey, show me what I need to do to get into this field. I would love to be involved in this. This is what I want to do with my life. Show me what I need to do. And so I spent this time in prayer, and God spoke to me that night as clear as I can remember, literally. And I remember him saying to me, he says, John, I don't want you to be an actor. I want you to be a pastor. And when I heard this, it crushed me at first. At first, I was angry. And God, why does everybody else get to choose what they want to do? But as I thought about it, to God in that moment of prayer, I said, God, I trust that you know better for me than I know for myself. And I want to surrender my life to you. I want to live it for you. I don't want to go through asking, what if I surrendered to God? What if I did what he told me to do? So I'm going to give this desire to be an actor to you, and I'm going to pursue you with my life. And when I did this, it was incredible. The peace that I felt, the weight that was lifted off of me. And I began to pursue being a pastor. One of the coolest parts of this story is when I was in college, I was getting ready to graduate, and I got recruited to be part of a traveling ministry team. And in this ministry team, the big things that they did was music, did preaching, which the last thing was dramas. And it was incredible how God saw this desire in me. He knew that I wanted to do this, and he gave me an outlet, gave me an opportunity. And can I tell you, it was way more fulfilling doing that, doing it in God's time, in God's way, rather than trying to do it in my own way and striving and struggling and maybe never even making it. But even if I did, it wouldn't be the same fulfillment that I got, knowing that I surrendered what God had called me to do to him. And I want to encourage you, if you're challenged, God's telling you to do something hard, something you don't feel like doing, it doesn't align with what you want, but you know God's leading you to do it, just do it, because in the obedience is God's blessing. The life that he's brought me on is way more fulfilling, way more amazing than it would have ever been on my own. And he promises this in John 10:10. He says that you might have life and have it more abundantly. Some translations call it life to the full. And this is God's desire for you, that you have a full life, that in the end, it's always for your best. It's always because he knows better than you do. His way is always better than our way. So step out in obedience to him. I hope you're encouraged by this story. God bless you. We would love to have you as part of this community. If you would like to, give us a like and a follow. We'll see you soon.